Hey guys, what's going on? So I thought that I would make a bit of a ham radio video tonight. Try to anyway. I'm just watching a little bit of N9YO making some straight key contacts over here on the laptop. And I thought maybe I should try to do that. And I bought a straight key on eBay. There's no name brand on it. It's probably a Chinese knockoff, but it's solid. It looks great. It feels great. It works great. Now, I'm not a straight key operator. I'm barely an iambic paddle operator, and I can barely copy code. But I'm going to try to make a QSO tonight if I can find some slow code on some of the bands. So let me get set up over here, and I'll go over to the key real quick. So this is the straight key that I picked up off of eBay, and it's I don't know, it's a beefy key. It's really heavy. It's got a nice base to it. It's got some felt down there so it doesn't mark up the table. But I bet this thing weighs 2 or 3 pounds easy. I haven't weighed it yet, but I kind of have it set up to where I've seen on the internet. It's a clacky. It's loud. It's very loud. Let me turn this off so you don't hear it. But hear that? It's pretty loud. I don't know why the speaker turned off. I'm using a external speaker. So the speaker is what I'm using right here. So I was watching this guy set this straight key up online, and you basically put the width of 2 postcards under this contact, and you make that adjustment in the back here. And the spring tension, you're supposed to put 300 to 400 grams worth of weight, and it's supposed to sink it, but this spring is too tight for that, so I loosened it as best I could, and that's what we're doing here. So I don't know what bands to start on, so I'm just going to probably crank it up to 40 meters and see what that sounds like, and we'll go for there. So let me I'll aim you at the radio, and we will see if we can find something to listen to. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let's see if I can adjust some of this brightness here. That might be too close, but anyway, that's the band. That's not the band. So here's a 40 meter band, and the what I'm trying to do is to get with the SKCC, which is the Straight Key Century Club, and they're all straight key operators, and most of them are slow enough for people like me to try to copy, and they hang out. And I got a list of frequencies, and I programmed most of the bands to it. So let's just see what I can find. Pretty dead. You hear that? That's entirely too fast. Yeah, the SKCC bands or the frequencies for this meter are around 70-55, and you can see it right there, but that's not slow at all. So let's go up to 71-20. That's another area that they operate in. I don't hear anything there. They're probably 30 meters is normally 10-120 also. I don't hear anything going on. 20 meters is also 14-050. I'm not hearing anything. This is a bad year for propagation, which is what helps HF. The sun charges up the ionosphere, and that's how HF signals bounce off the ionosphere back down to Earth. And if the ionosphere is not charged, the HF signals will just punch right through the atmosphere and keep on going. They won't bounce back down. So that's a problem we're having. We're in a solar, every 11 years there's a solar cycle, and we're at solar minimum right now. So let me go down a little bit lower. So for this band, I should be around 35-50. So this should be the area that some slow code is. It's pretty slow. just trying to get rid of some of the noise. I might copy this. Let me see if I can get into it. He's in South Carolina. I think his call sign is Kilo Echo 8 Charlie Tango Hotel, and I'll look him up over here. Yep, that is his call sign. He's in Summerville, South Carolina. His SKC number is 52640. BT, that was a BT for break text. The last thing was HW question mark, how copy? Roger, roger, roger. DEK. That's his call sign, KE8CTH. That was FB for fine business. G. R. I. Rig. He's telling him what his radio is. His rig is that's ICOM. He's got an ICOM IC. He's got ICOM 7300. Sorry, I got a text message. I missed that. So that's what you try to do. They're kind of rag chewing, talking about what kind of radio he has, what kind of antenna, and this is what people do to get practice using CW and talk back and forth. This is not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to get into a rag chew with another ham operator right now at my level. What I want to do is I want to exchange call signs, a signal report, give him my SKCC number if I'm using a straight key, tell him have a good evening, see you later next time, and sign off. That's what I'm looking for right now. I'm just not quite confident to go get into a rag chew, which is just carrying on a conversation in Morse code for however long. They'll talk about the weather, they'll talk about what kind of radio they have, the type of antenna, where they're from, where they're living, things like that. And I'm just not quite at that level. I'd love to be, but I'm not quite there yet. So I'll try to call CQ from my end to see if anybody answers. Let me turn the transmit off, and I just want you to hear how it's going to sound, how the character sounds. So the first thing I'll do is I'll call. I'll check to see if the frequency is clear, and what I do, and it's typical, is to send the Q code, QRL question mark, which is asking is this frequency in use, and the Q, now just send the letters just so you can hear them. That's a Q, an R, that's an L, and a question mark. Okay, and then what I'll do is nobody pipes up saying the frequencies is used, so we'll call CQ 3 times, and then I will give my call sign twice, and then I'll end that with a letter K. So my call CQ, the letter C is this, and the Q is, so to call CQ you would go and then to say this is in Morse code, you just type the letters DE. This is, so you would call CQ, leave a space for another word, this is, and then my call sign, which is K4SFC. K4SFC. And I'll do that twice. So all in all, if I was starting off, this is exactly how I would say from the QRL. You know, I'd hear no response. And then I would wait to see if anybody answers. So let's give that a shot. Okay, so the transmit is on now. Pause, I don't hear anything. You basically just keep doing this until somebody answered you. We can just keep doing this all night, but I'm running out of time, so I'm going to call it quits. Thanks for watching.